the least, Castle Black is safe again after we took care of Godric's hirelings. But he could have turned some of our brothers, Jeor. And we still don't know which ones.
Adam Flowers is responsible for leading the investigation and flushing out any traitors amongst them.
A witch hunt. No good will come of that.
I dislike this situation as much as you do, Moors, but we have no choice. I trust Adam. He will use discretion and wisdom. Just ask him if you need to know what the status is.
Very well. And what of the imposter?
John Arryn's death, the arrival of this girl, and the men from the south. These can't be coincidences. In my opinion, the imposter is nothing but a pawn. Everything leads me to believe that he works for someone more important. But we won't let them get away with it. The Night's Watch will hunt him down and make him pay.
They came to the gift, fooled us, and corrupted our sworn brothers. We are involved, whether we like it or not.
You're right. We cannot accept this. We must be cautious. One misstep, and Castle Black could pay dearly. But the message must be clear. No one attacks us without paying the price. Moors, I need you to follow their trail. Thus, I am naming you as a recruiter of the Night's Watch. In this capacity, you will be able to leave the gift and act freely. This letter, bearing my seal, will prove your good faith to those who might doubt your word. Your mission will be to find the guilty parties and punish them in our name.
Hunt down and eliminate. Understood. What do you plan to do with the girl?
Perhaps I can go with Sir Mors on his journey. The north does not seem as safe to me as it once was.
I agree. Besides, since you're the one the impostor is after, and he knows where to find you, you are no longer safe here.
The Lord Commander is right. John Arryn entrusted this mission to me. I will not fail his memory.
Patrick will accompany you to the border of the gift. He has already proven his loyalty. As for me, I will put together an escort of our most trustworthy men. They will meet you near Molestown. Moors, you might cross paths with Sir Godric's impostor and his men. Be alert.
I have every intention of crossing paths with him. The two of us have a matter to settle.
May the old gods speed you. The perils of the Seven Kingdoms are as dangerous to a sworn brother's body as they are to his soul. But I have faith in you. You will succeed.
Well then, let us get Patrick. He must be downstairs.
I'm with you.
Patrick, we're leaving for Molestown, and I need someone I can trust. You're coming with me.
You want to go back? There will still be enemies there.
Exactly. I need to know who sent them. At the moment, my only lead to find that out is the imposter. I'll find the rat and get him to talk. And I'll be sure to rid the gift of that traitor and all his henchmen.
Very well. Give me time to get my things and I'll come with you.
Sir Westford? Isn't it risky for me to go back there with you? After all, it's me that the men are after.
As long as you're with me, you'll be fine. Trust me, lass. I won't let anyone lay a finger on you.
Very well. I left my belongings with Sybil when we left Molestown. If I can, I should like to get them before we leave the north.
We'll be passing there anyway. As soon as we get the chance, we can go to your room.
Thank you.
All is well. I'm ready.
Let us go then.
so good. Just a few more hours. Gods, I'll be feasting well. Two patrols, can you believe it?
Adam, the Lord Commander told me that you could need help with your inquiry.
That's right. Another bloody chore for me. That'll teach me to be the smart one amongst our brothers.
This is serious, Flowers. Some of our brothers betrayed their oath and tried to kill me.
I know full well how serious this is, but I've never had to sort out a problem like this. I don't know if I'll be able to do it.
What do you have to go on at the moment?
I've examined your 3 victims, Theomar, Dick, and Vaon. Those 3 were messed up all right, but each of them had received 20 silver stags for their betrayal. There's little doubt that such a sum came from Donnelly.
That's highly likely. Any clues as to who else might have accepted the offer?
The only way of knowing would be to question every brother who might have met our visitors while they were staying at Castle Black.
I shall have to talk to them all then. And maybe my hound can find an interesting trail. What else can you tell me?
I believe I've identified all the suspects. We've gathered them all here and blocked off all means of access. I thought we could leave them all to stew a bit, just to see what happens.
Adam, what can you tell me about our crippled crows?
The traitors we're looking for at Castle Black are brothers who will have had direct dealings with Donnelly, and were prepared to betray their oath for gold. First of all, there's Jonas. He's always had a flair for shady dealings. He's drawn to strangers and their gold, like a moth to a flame. I'm sure he's made a deal or two with our visitors one way or another. He's the one who worries me the most. More surprisingly, there's Grants. The old man spent quite a lot of time with our visitors. I've learned that one of your rangers, Bartram, had been up to no good with these strangers. I've summoned him along with the others. Lastly, we have the inseparable Arthur and Trebor. Arthur is the smarter of the two, and has always taken care of his friend, as you probably know already.
Anyone else?
We're missing one final suspect. Domeric disappeared from Castle Black. We think he's already fled. He probably found out everything that was going on before you wrote your report. What's strange to me is that there are no horses missing from the stables.
He'll be caught with ease by our rangers, or by House Stark if need be. I will try to separate the wheat from the chaff amongst those we have already.
I'm glad I can count on you, Moors. I've never had to handle such a delicate business. I hear many rumors of your ability to see and hear things without being caught. If you can use this gift to help me, I'd be much indebted to you.
That's something. But at what cost?
Grant's old friend. How long have you been at the wall, old man?
My boy, you'd be better off asking me if I've ever lived anywhere else.
I actually came to ask you something else.
I'd bet a night in a whorehouse that you've come to talk about treason, Moors. I've already spoken to Adam. He's a good lad. A shame he's so serious. What can a wrinkled old man do to help you, my boy?
Tell me about our visitors. You spent some time with them, didn't you?
I mingled a bit, yes. As I usually do when we have guests. It's rare to have fresh news nowadays. I don't let opportunities like that go by.
And were you able to find anything out?
Anything? Like what, for example?
Like gold changing hands, or one of our brothers accepting gold from Godric, for example.
Gods be good. No, I don't think I saw anything like that.
You don't think so? Or you don't know?
No, I didn't see anything of the sort.
Are you certain?
I'm sorry, I can't help you any more than that, my boy. What happened?
Listen to me clearly, Grants. Some of our brothers have betrayed us, and certain people think that you're involved.
That cannot be! How dare you?
So, I will ask you once more, and once only. Are you sure you cannot help me?
Well, there are Arthur and Trebor. They've cut themselves off from the others, and they both seem really nervous.
Interesting. Anyone else?
I also saw Bartram speaking with Donnelly just before you left. They went off to talk in private. That's really as much as I know. I hope this proves useful, Mors.
It might well be. Thank you, Grants. Now, go warm yourself up.
Why have they come to see the Night's Watch?
Bartram, we need to talk.
Moors, that black-hearted Flowers is accusing me of treason again.
He didn't try. Are you certain?
I told you. I didn't exchange a word with that minor southern lordling.
Yet Grants saw you with him.
I don't understand. Hold on. Maybe I do remember. Yes, we traded a few words when I took him to the top of the wall, but nothing of any importance. He asked me what life was like at the wall, if I was proud to be a member of the Night's Watch, that sort of thing.
Are you sure you haven't forgotten anything?
Now that you mention it, he seemed very curious, perhaps too much so, but he didn't offer me anything.
And that's all? Nothing else?
You mean apart from Trebor seeming even more on edge than usual? He's usually quite the nervous man, but he's become damn dangerous. Something's not right, if you ask me.
I will look into that. Anything else to add?
Jonas seems to be having a run of luck recently. He gave credit to several brothers, which is unlike him.
I will see if all this leads to anything.
His brother when he wants. I'd quite like to see my family too.
I'm telling you, calm down and relax, else we'll be Shut your mouth!
So, Trebor, do you still like men?
What? You piece of shit. Do you want to end up like that other one?
I told you to keep your bloody mouth shut.
That was too easy. Finish your story or face the consequences.
It was an accident, all right?
That'll be for me to decide. Continue.
Domeric came to see us, just after our visitors turned up. His pockets were well lined. He tried to get us to join Sir Donnelly. He told us they needed some proper swordsmen.
That treacherous bastard. I taught him a lesson.
Trebor is hot-headed, but he's a good lad. He just wanted to show that disloyal shit where he could shove his offer. That bloody fool Domeric tried to defend himself, and things got out of hand. It all got nasty after that. Before we could explain the situation to Mormont, you came back from your mission, and there was total chaos. We thought it better to stay quiet and pretend it never happened. We hid his body in the snow, in the old outbuildings. I swear, we would have tried to tell you as soon as everything had calmed down.
I understand. I'll turn a blind eye to it.
Really? I swear by the gods, Mors, we're in your debt. You can ask anything of us, anything at all.
Did you see anything that might be of interest to me?
Well, there might be something. Ever since that accident, I've kept my eyes open, and I did notice something strange. When everyone was gathered in the common hall, Flowers posted guards at the doors.
To keep you out. What's strange about that?
The strange thing was that I saw one of the guards speaking with one of the suspects.
All right, who was it?
They had their hoods up, so I couldn't tell. I didn't think anything of it at the time, but when you came to question us, I remembered that it seemed a little suspicious.
Sir, no name. Well, I knew it wouldn't be that simple.
I'm sorry I couldn't be more help to you, Mors. It shan't be easy to follow such a portrayal.
Don't trouble yourself with it. I'm used to such problems. If there are traitors amongst us, they'll not reveal themselves gladly. But I have ways.
But I can't stay calm. We need to talk about it.
Their lord is a friend of the Night's Watch. He has done a lot for us. And they are knights, and you're just a poacher. What exactly were you hoping? I'll see to it. But you've got to keep it.
Men from the hands of the king. Come to see the Lord Commander.
You've really made a name for yourself recently, Butcher. No good comes from coming up against you.
Look, it's the king of the wagers. How are you faring, you old wineskin?
I can't complain. I'm doing much better than lots of young lads I've seen recently. I've been around too long to be seduced like they were. The hells can wait a while longer for me.
I'm sure you'd be quite capable of haggling with the stranger when he comes to take you away.
Indeed. Anything I can do for you?
I just wanted to hear your news. A little peace is nice, after everything that has gone on.
And a good bottle's even better.
I was a poacher.
You've really made a name for yourself recently, Butcher. No good comes from coming up against you.
When you need to catch vermin in Castle Black, you speak to the King of Rats.
You really do flatter me, Ranger.
Brothers have been corrupted by our visitor's gold. You must know something of it. You can smell the scent of gold from miles away. Don't even try to deny it, and you will save us both precious time.
I've always loved working with you, Moors.
Well, I'm not sure of this, but Grants came to see me earlier. He wanted a place in the next game, but I refused because he's up to his eyeballs in debt.
And?
And he paid off his debts just like that, in one go. Years of debt settled all at once.
I think he owes me an explanation.
All the same, don't go too hard on him. He's had a tough time for longer than all of us put together.
That's right. Go and tell them. Why should we give a damn what they...
What can a wrinkled old man do to help you, my boy?
Why don't you tell me about your debts?
Is that bastard Jonas still asking for coin? I've paid it all back to him, I swear.
That's the problem. Everyone knows you can't stop gambling, and you have the least credit in the entire castle. How could you hope to pay off that much without anyone noticing?
I didn't think it would get out of hand, Moors. You have to believe me.
That's all I ask, old man.
It's true that he gave me some gold, but he didn't ask me to do anything wrong. We talked about this and that, and about what life was like here. He later asked me about his other sworn brothers. He got me to talk about you as well. I told him about how you ended up at the wall.
What did he want?
I don't know. He seemed a bit disappointed with your story. Yet I usually tell it so well.
Did you talk about anyone else?
A little about Theomar, and of course that sly fox Jonas as well. And then about one of your rangers, Bartram, I think. I thought he just wanted to spend time in the warmth, talking with good old Grubs.
You may well have to tell all this to Flowers, but I believe you, Grants.
I should hope so. Thank you, my boy. I don't know what Mormont will have in store for me, but I'm sure it will be deserved.
It's to do with politics, that's for sure. No concern of ours.
Bartram, we need to talk.
Moors, that black-hearted Flowers is accusing me of treason again.
We face a grave situation. I need to ask you some questions.
I've already been interrogated by Flowers. I know well enough what we're to discuss. Tell me what you want, so we can finish this quickly.
How did Godric try to get you to desert?
He didn't. I didn't even speak to that knight. I can't abide arrogant men like that. If I wanted to dishonor myself, I wouldn't be so stupid as to do it so close to Castle Black. And where would I go? South?
Relax, Bartram. I'll be back soon.
There's no chance of me going anywhere. What now?
Relax, Bartram.
There's no chance of me...
You're just a poacher. What exactly were you hoping?
You've really made a name for yourself recently, Butcher. No good comes from coming up against you.
I've heard you've become quite wealthy in the past few days. I'd like to know where all that coin is coming from.
My wages don't bring in all that much. Just something to pass the time, really. Don't believe every rumor you hear. Except the ones about the size of my manhood, of course.
I thought you were too clever to be outwitted. Why did you accept the offer from that rat Godric?
I didn't accept anything, but I was happy to take gold from that group of half-wits.
Do you deny receiving gold from Godric Donnelly?
Oh no, I don't deny anything. I gladly relieved that arrogant bunch of knights of their coin. Dice, cards, small wages. I did very well.
He didn't propose anything to you personally? Maybe for a favor?
I make a deal now and again, but that's it. I'm definitely not getting involved in the affairs of lords. That never ends well.
I know what you might think, Moors, but I promise you I'm telling the truth. I pocketed his coin, and that was it.
You seem to tell the truth. But I'll be watching you, Jonas.
Thank you for believing me and for not ruining my little business, Moors. Here, let me give you this, as a kindness.
I was a poacher. Now I'm a sworn brother of the Night's Watch. I'm no worse than them.
What now?
Relax.
There's no chance of...
Exactly. But if it's none of us...
He left for Winterfell, I believe.
Why is it that he...
Moors?
Let's return to this business of yours.
What do you want to speak about?
You told me that the two inseparable friends might be traitors?
Yes. Along with Theomar, they were responsible for looking after our visitors when they were here. And you have already personally dealt with Theomar.
Domeric did not flee. Trebor killed him, and, as usual, Arthur felt obliged to protect him.
How did that happen?
He had been bribed by our guest to turn the heads of other brothers. But he picked the wrong target. Trebor beat him to death when he came to see them, with his pockets full of gold and his mouth spouting treason.
Idiots. They should have told us.
Trebor is an idiot, but he's a good servant of the Night's Watch. Arthur just wanted to protect his friend.
I see what you're getting at. I agree. I'll think about how to present this to the old bear. We'll find something that isn't conclusive. We'll whip them, of course, and then they'll be transferred to the Shadow Tower. That way their skills won't go to waste. It might be enough to convince the Lord Commander. Any other news?
Let's move on to the others.
What do you want to speak about?
The King of Rats of Castle Black is on your list. I'm not surprised.
Indeed. He's the obvious suspect.
Were you able to flush out that sly fox? Or are you keeping him here on a hunch?
You'd be better asking me what I didn't find on him. No one has rotted so long in the dungeons of the Night's Watch since the 79 centuries. He was with Donnelly's men all the time they were here. He must have heard something. Or perhaps worse. I've still not been able to break him, but it won't be long now. However sly he is, he's stuck here with the others. Any other questions?
Let's move on to the others.
What do you want to speak about?
What could Grants have done to end up on your list?
It seems Godric Donnelly really enjoyed his company. I'm not going to trouble an old man. Your word is enough for me. As of now, he's as free as a bird. Any other news? What do you want to speak about?
Have you added Bartram to the list of suspects?
Of course.
What is he accused of?
He accompanied Sir Godric Donnelly to the top of the wall to show him what it looks like on the other side. Who knows what was said up there? I'd rather keep him here. Just because he was your ward doesn't mean we should rule him out.
I see.
I'm only doing my job, Sir Moores. Any other questions? What do you want to speak about? Of course.
I think we can come to a decision on Bartram.
And what do you have to say in defense of your lad?
On my honor, Bartram is innocent. Let him go.
I expected you to say that. Let's hope your honor is not tarnished by this. Any other news? What do you want to speak about?
The king.
Indeed. He's the obvious suspect.
I'm going to leave Jonas in your capable hands.
So he was bribed? I knew it.
In fact, I think you had better let him go. Jonas is so caught up in his little schemes that he would have been a really bad spy.
That makes sense. Alas, you're right. It's a shame, though, as I'd have really tanned his hide. I'm going to tell my men to leave him be. Thank you for your help. My thanks for taking care of that. It had to be done. I'm relieved we could separate the wheat from the chaff, whatever the cost.
Quiet. They are dressed in the sigil of House Aragon.
The girl is here. Kill her and we'll be rich.
Mort, Patrick, thank the gods you're here.
Lothar, tell me what happened.
A man offered us 20 silver stags each to help him get hold of the girl you have with you. And I alone refused. If you hadn't intervened, I would have died.
Maybe you can return the favor, brother. Well, it seems someone is prepared to pay a high price for your capture. It appears we've already found your admirers, lass.
Very glad to hear it.
So this is what the Night's Watch has come to. Our brothers now value the tainted coin of a stranger over their oath.
The worst criminals in the realm are sent to the wall. Is it really a shock to see them succumb to the allure of coin like this?
Our oaths and our laws should outweigh the actions of our pasts.
You're right, Moors.
Lothar, tell me more about the man who bribed our brothers.
It was one of those southern men. The brute who was always following their leader around at Castle Black.
Jared, does that rat really think his crimes will go unpunished here? We'll show him the price you pay for attacking the Night's Watch like that. Would you lead us to him?
Of course, follow me. Over here.
We'd best move quickly. We can't let our suspect get away.
Keep quiet now. He's the one who tried to bribe me.
It's that bastard Jared. Lothar, return to Castle Black straight away to warn Mormont. Tell him to send us more men as soon as possible.
Understood.
Stay quiet. Let's listen in.
You've done well, Bartram. The sworn brothers you're bringing us will be a great help in getting the girl back.
So long as I've got my gold, I'm fine.
Bartram, you traitor scum. I think they still have more to say. Keep quiet.
I don't understand why you're still around these parts. The old bear knows what you're up to, and won't be slow to respond.
We have no choice. If we go back to King's Landing empty-handed, an even worse fate awaits us. There's no change of plan. Spread the word. We need to find the girl, and anyone who helps us will be rich.
Good. I don't need to hear anymore. It's time to take care of these vermin. Jane, stay hidden while we're busy.
That was my intention.
Moors!
Traitor. I should have known that you had a hand in all this. How could you reduce yourself to this, Bartram? We took an oath. We are the Watchers.
And what oath was that? To never fuck another woman? To die like dogs from the cold? Open your eyes, Moors. I'd rather die here than go back to the wall.
We still have a matter to settle, Moors. I must avenge my brother. Kill them!
I hope those bastards burn in the Seven Hells.
Impressive. Your fighting isn't bad for an old man.
I was splitting heads when you were shitting in your swaddling clothes, little girl.
Charming.
Moors is one of our best rangers. Mormont didn't choose him to escort you for nothing.
Fine. So what are you planning on doing now?
We need to find his leader. The one who presented himself to us under the name Godric Donnelly. Our best chance is to follow the trails of those he has bribed. The coin he's handed out is soaked in his scent. My hound will find them with ease. We must be very careful. The trails could easily fork and lead to many wrong paths. Only one of them will take us to him. The body of a sworn brother. He was most likely killed for his gold. The scent of coin goes on further. If I follow it, I'm sure to come across the murderer.
You under my skirt? You look in need of some warmth.
How dare you come back here after how you treated me last time? You have nerve, Moors Westford.
I needed to do whatever it took to get this girl.
I'm sorry to hear that Sir Westford caused you trouble. Please forgive him. He's sometimes a bit uncouth, but he saved my life.
Very well. Anyway, what can I do for you?
I'm on the trail of a handful of silver stags. And something tells me you've some information to give me, madam.
You already seem well informed.
Tell me what you know. I've no time to waste.
Polite as ever, I see. I did just see a great deal of coin from a rowdy flock of crows. They asked for my most beautiful girls.
Where are they?
Wait for them to finish, Moors. I've got a reputation to maintain.
Tell me which room they're in. Now.
Very well. I don't want any trouble. They're to the right, at the bottom of the stairs. Here's the key. I beg of you, Moors, don't make a mess in my establishment.
No promises. Jane, go get your things while I deal with them.
Moors! What the seven hells are you doing here?
Outside, girls. I need to have a word with these half-wits. There's no use in lying to me. I know where you got the coin to pay for this little party.
How do you know that?
I've just killed that bastard Jared. And now I want the man who is going by the name of Godric. You would tell me what you know about him, if I were you.
And what will happen to us if we do?
Listen to me well. You're already guilty of treason for accepting the offer from Jared. Don't expect to be spared the punishment you deserve. But you may yet be able to escape death. Tell me now. I won't ask a second time. Where is Godric?
His real name isn't Godric. He's called Jon.
Jon. Go on.
He and his men have set up camp somewhere in the forest. They're going through the smugglers' tunnels to get back to Molestown. If you want to go that way, there's a door downstairs. You'll need the password. If you say the feast will begin soon, they'll let you through.
So even the smugglers are on the imposter's side. Offer a man a few pieces of gold and you'll learn the price of his honor.
Well, what do you plan to do with us, Moors? We've given you what you wanted, and we'd never have done anything against you.
If you come back to the wall now, I'll ask the Lord Commander to be lenient.
Thank you, Moors.
Spare me your thanks. I'm disgusted with the lot of you.
There you are, Moors. The Lord Commander sent us to lend you a hand.
We came as fast as we could.
Did the Lord Commander send only you two?
Yes, he didn't want to take any chances, so he only sent the ones he trusted.
Moors! They've looted my room! We've got to find them!
Very well. Are we clear? We're going to rid the gift of Jon and the bastards he brought with him.
Jon?
That's the real name of a man who passed himself off as Godric Donnelly. And when I find him, I'll have him give me the name of whoever sent him here. Right. We'll use the underground passages. If I remember correctly, there's a trapdoor that takes you there behind the brothel's kitchens. Once we're there, it'll be crawling with potential enemies. Keep your eyes peeled. The girl's safety must be our priority. Watt and Miles, once you have the merest sight of an enemy, make sure no one gets near Jane. Patrick and I will take care of the rest. If you see us coming towards you, that means we need help. If that happens, I'm counting on you to give us a hand.
Understood.
That shit-stained Godric decided to start a fight with the Night's Watch. He'll soon learn what a mistake that was.
Perhaps a nice vintage from our cellars.
The feast will begin soon.
Very well. You may enter.
You should watch your words, wretch.
We're under attack. Protect the girl.
dozing. Bugger off! Run and take cover!
They're all dead. The way is clear. What? Miles, pull back! Hurry up! We've no time to lose! Run and take cover! It looks like that's the way out.
Look, we can see the light from their camp from here.
Jane, you know what to do?
Yes, I know. I have to stay here and find a safe place.
We will attack right away.
Are you sure? All the enemy sentries will join in against us.
It doesn't matter. These scum don't stand a chance. They'll soon find out why they call me the Butcher.
You?
Jared is dead, as are your smuggler friends. It's over, Yorn.
So you know my name?
I don't give a kettle of piss about you and your henchmen. The man who sent you is the one I want.
He's a powerful man, you know. Besides, he might need someone like you. You seem a capable man.
Is he powerful enough to free me from my duties at the wall?
Moors!
Shut your mouth, Patrick. This has nothing to do with you. So, Yorn, who is your master? It's my neck on the line. I want to know who I'm dealing with.
My master's name is Sir Valar Hill.
Valar? So it's him. That little roach.
What do you mean? Do you know him? If so, then you know that nothing will stop him.
I'll never betray my oath. Not for him, not for anyone. When I'm done with you, I'll go find your master. I'll make him sorry he ever attacked us. Death over dishonor.
That's it. We're done with these rats. They won't harm anyone else. I must say, you had me worried. I thought you were being serious when you spoke of going to his side.
I turned the enemy's weapon against him. It was the best way to find out what I wanted.
All these dead people.
You'll have to get used to it, lass. You seem to attract this kind of thing. Are those your belongings I see there? Look, this is interesting.
That belongs to me! It was in the things that were stolen from me.
A ring engraved with the crowned stag? That's the royal sigil. How in the seven hells did you get your hands on something so valuable?
King Robert gave it to me, before I was sent north.
The king? Why did he give you such a gift?
I knew Robert when he joined a hunting party in the Stormlands, not far from where I was living.
Now let's be clear, lass. That's still no reason for him to give you a jewel like that.
Let's just say that Robert was extremely fond of me.
Are you telling me that you were his mistress? And it never crossed your mind to tell me?
He doesn't even know that I'm here. He can barely remember me.
Do you think that's why those soldiers are after you?
That may well be. But given that you've killed them, they don't have much chance to explain themselves.
Fine. Patrick, keep the young lass safe, whilst I make one final sweep of the area.
Do what you have to, Moors.
Are you ready?
Yes. You can make your way home, Patrick. Take Watt and Miles with you.
You're not coming with us?
No, we're going south. I still need to take the young lass to safety. You've done well, Patrick. Let's have more of the same at the wall.
Be sure to return to us alive, Moors. Farewell, brother.
Given the situation, wouldn't it be better if he stayed with us?
The fewer there are of us, the less attention we will attract.
It's a shame. I'm almost going to miss him. Which way are we going?
I have to get you out of harm's way before we finish the task Mormont entrusted me with. I won't be able to settle matters with Valar with you under my feet. And I know the perfect place for you in the Riverlands. That's enough chatting for now. We have quite a march ahead of us, and I'm planning on covering a fair distance before we set camp. It's milder, and the ground is more fertile. We're entering the Riverlands. You've marched well, young lass.
Who do you think I am? I'm not one of those noble ladies that gets carted around in a carriage, you know. And anyway, you keep up a good pace yourself, for an old man.
Well, I'll always be stronger than a lass like you, believe me.
No doubt. It's clear enough from the way you fight. Not that I don't have anything to complain about. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't say no to a hot bath and a proper bed right now.
Tonight or tomorrow, we shall sleep under a roof.
Really? Are we nearly there, then?
We're going to my place. The Westford family had a remote cottage, unknown to anyone in these parts. At the end of the war, when I joined the Night's Watch, that was where I sent my wife Serena and my daughter Tyre to keep them out of harm's way.
Why was that? Were your family in danger?
At the time, I was a bannerman for Tywin of House Lannister. He was a demanding lord, generous with those who served him well, and harsh on others. He had ordered me to murder a woman and her children. I couldn't bring myself to do it, and chose to disobey his orders. I knew he would want me dead after that. But I was ready for it. I was awaiting my punishment when a friend convinced me that my family would be better off if they knew I was alive, even if that meant taking the Black. As I didn't know if that would be enough to stay his wrath, I hid my family in the Riverlands, in the house to which we're headed now. I didn't want my wife and daughter to suffer on my behalf.
And what happened next?
I don't know any more than that. Once I joined the Night's Watch, I had to turn my back on all of them.
15 years and you don't know what happened? That's awful, Mors. So that's why we've come all the way here. You want to see your wife again?
I know what I'm doing. It's a quiet place, far from any roads or castles. No one will think of looking for us here.
We could have stopped somewhere else, but no. We had to march for hours and hours to go to the very place you left your wife. I don't hold it against you. 15 years without a word. If that had happened to me, I'd have gone mad. Besides, I really couldn't stand the North. I would much rather see your family. By the way, how old is your daughter now?
She must be barely older than you. Still, there's no guarantee that we'll find them in this cottage. Perhaps they went to the Eastern Isles, or maybe back home to the Westerlands. I hope so, for their sake.
And if that were the case, the Westerlands aren't far. We could go there too, if you like.
In truth, there's no way of knowing where they are. And in any case, it would be too dangerous for you. Besides, it's been so long that Serena has probably married another.
No, I really don't think so. I'm sure we'll find her in your cottage, and she'll be out of her mind with joy as soon as she sees you again. My mother often used to say that a cottage in the country is better than a hovel next to a palace.
You're talking about a tough life. You wouldn't wish for that.
Really? So what do you think I wish for? To be sent again and again from one end of Westeros to the other with murderers on my tail? I've had enough of that. All I want is to be left in peace.
How are things between you and Robert? When I knew him, he was always bedding women. But that was before he got married. Was it serious?
He loved me. But I wouldn't say it was serious. How do you know him?
I fought beside him during the rebellion. I seem to remember we called him the Giant Among Princes. He made fun of everything and seemed invincible. I don't know what's become of him.
He's not invincible, that's for sure. He seems to be angry with everything and everyone. He laughs a lot, that's true. But he complains even more. When he was with me, he tried to make sure I had a good time. He was wild as a storm, always on the move, eating and shouting. I liked that. But not for a single moment did he let me think that I was important to him. He was the king, and I was just one of his whims. It's as though, for him, I was an excuse not to be somewhere else. I think that, deep down, he's sad. He doesn't enjoy his life.
I see. It's a rare thing for a man of any rank to have the life of his dreams. Well, it's late. You ought to try and get some rest.
I suppose you're right. Where is your dog? He made me fearful at first, but now it makes me calmer to know he's beside us.
I can well believe that.
Have you been together for long?
Yes, he's an old mutt. A bit like me. I found him north of the wall almost 10 years ago.
You've not told me his name. What's he called?
The Hound.
Oh, I see. Have I not told you about the first time I saw him? He was leaping for the throat of a young man in the woods of Mole's town. A black brother, just like you. He was mumbling that he was sorry and that he had to flee south. He seemed scared of something. That was when your beast of a dog appeared suddenly out of the darkness and went at his throat.
Deserters are faced with death, which always comes soon enough. Poddy was trying to escape from the laws of the gift.
When your hound came out of nowhere, with his muzzle covered in fresh blood, I tried to run away as fast as I could without looking back. Until I realized he wasn't following me. That's when I felt that something wasn't quite right.
I was the one who ordered the dog to kill that deserter. Believe me, you were in no danger. My dog would never have attacked you.
But you weren't even there. How did he know what to do?
He's a clever dog. We've always known how to train them well in the Westford family.
All the same, I've never seen a dog trained like this.
Best if you get some sleep now. We've a long way to go, and I don't plan on carrying you.
Are you sure no one will come and look for us here?
Don't worry. You'll be safe here.
Moors, promise me you'll do everything you can to survive.
Moors? Is everything all right?
Yes. It's nothing.
You did the right thing, my love. Those children didn't deserve to die. You made the right decision. But our liege lord...
I know. I have to accept the consequences of my actions. But it matters not. I knew the risks when I disobeyed. I would do it again, given the opportunity.
Promise me you'll take the black if you get the chance. Promise me!
I will never forget you, Serena.
Nor will you. Now go. Never fear. Your friend will take care of us.
My son, in the Westford family, we do our best to promote the ideals of justice and nobility. We must value chivalry, along with defending the weak, obeying your master, and vowing to protect those in need. I hope that you will follow this path as well.
Father. What is it? Did you see something?
No, wait, Moors!
Let me through.
Moors!
Serena! Tyre! No. No! What's the matter? Did I hurt you when I shoved you?
It's not that, Moors.
Your belly. How long have you been with child?
A few months.
That's just what I needed. Did Aaron know?
That's why he sent me to you.
Be still. We're not alone.